A change of talent. Is someone able to summon me back? Please?
How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing good.
Right?
I got 4-day weekend coming up.
Thank you.
I'll look at my paycheck and I'm gonna frown. I'm like, what the hell happened? It is time off I'm not getting paid for.
Right?
I think all time off should be paid time off. Right? 24/7. I thought the Kieran Stewart had a mailbox, but apparently he does not.
Here, I'll drop one. Do you need one?
Yeah. It's gonna bug me, the icon sitting there. Yeah, the mail icon.
I dropped one.
Where?
It's a tiny pink midget.
Ah. Oh, and then I open my mail and I frown. All the auction expireds. Damn, I gotta check out Katie's stamp whistle, huh? Although, what was the ice crown pet called? The one from the tournament.
The Squire?
Yeah, the Argent Squire. Because I thought he was a mailbox too, wasn't he?
Yes, he can be.
You have to upgrade him individually per character. It costs 150 of the marks.
Gotcha.
There's a toy in Reverend Dreth that or like comes out of a chest.
It gives you slow fall. I remember jumping off the top of the van holding an umbrella. Did not work. Really, it's amazing that I'm still alive.
How do I not have any pet biscuits? What the hell?
We're sitting around waiting for our last few people. Now that we're getting into heroic, we're looking at logs, and we need to be concerned with our DPS because there's going to be some big DPS checks up in here. So if you know you sit kind of toward the bottom, maybe get with somebody else who plays your class. There's websites like Wowhead and Icy Veins. There are even add-ons out there that can help you with your rotation, with using your covenant abilities, choosing legendaries. So I'm not saying min-max because we're not one of those places, but do everything in your power to perform your best here in Raid, and we will meet these DPS checks.
On that note, one of the bigger things you can do is always use the Shadow Core oil on your weapons. If you're a dual wielder, both weapons. You have to swap the weapon. So you put because the oil only applies to your main hand, so you put it on your main hand. Then you swap your offhand to your main hand, put it on there, and then also DPS potions. Those two things are usually around 5 or 6% difference, honestly, on the logs. So that's a really big difference between the people who are parsing well and the people who are parsing poorly.
He signed up. Did he forget what time it was again? Why don't I see you in the guild? Oh, okay. Sorry. I had to scroll up.
And somewhat humorously counter to that statement of try to perform your best as far as DPS is concerned, Shriekwing is unfortunately it's a binary boss. I mean, I've mentioned it over and over again that the whole function of this fight is that once one person makes a mistake, it's going to lead to multiple further mistakes, and it's just going to just go exponential. The first mistake leads to 3 mistakes, leads to 9 mistakes, so on and so forth, and then eventually we have like our kill yesterday where the half the floor was just completely covered. It's like we did really, really well, and then all of a sudden one mistake happened, and then it just went completely sideways to the point where if our DPS was lower, it would have been a loss. And this version, there's way more mechanics that, he pretty much just does the echolocation all the time. And that makes it so that there's a higher potential of blood everywhere and a higher potential of everything just going to crap. So it's more important to handle the mechanic than it is for DPS. If we run out of space, we just run out of space and we lose. If we take him to a hard and rage timer, then that's more functional. I don't know that he has a hard and rage. I don't know if I haven't paid attention to any of these, but I'd assume it's somewhere around 10 minutes, but we're nowhere near that on our kill times. So just for this boss, it's more important to do the mechanic than it is necessarily for DPS. And I mean, looking at the logs yesterday, it was this one is just, we're not going to look at Shriekwing ever. It's awful. Like, I don't expect anyone to parse well on Shriekwing. It's a crappy fight.
Fat Boss video was cheesing it. I think it was ensuring you could attack while you're hiding from the screeches.
Yeah,
Good idea.
put him the pillar and you can kind of get it, but it's not worth it. Because all it takes is one person thinking that they're in the correct position and they spread blood, and then the fight's a loss. So it's not worth it. No.
What I meant by cheesing was where they phased him out or whatever, and the echolocation circles went away, and then disappeared before they could get back to the group.
Yeah, they pointed at melee, fucking cheese it. They had melee towards the wall, and sometimes we would just shoot him towards the wall.
Where are Iron and Hulk? Like,
I flew here. I never got to come in.
I'm outside, huh? I know.
So I'm almost there. The flight path takes like 10 minutes, because it's stupid.
Yeah, I was just waiting outside.
All in here.
So again, this is going to be ugly. Once things start going sideways, we're just going to call wipe because there's no point in wasting time because we've seen what happens when it goes bad. So this is going to be ugly. The good news is, however, and yes, I'm being positive, the good news is that this is the gatekeeper boss. This one really, really sucks, and comparatively to the subsequent bosses, is much harder. So if we get through this, we should easily kill another 2, probably 3, and maybe even 4 tonight. But it's mostly how well we get through this one. So this is the most important boss of the night by a wide margin. Well, yeah, I mean, no pressure. It's just try to do the mechanics as well as you can. This one's the one that's going to hold us up, if anything. Some of the other ones are potential one shots. This one, we've had trouble on this one, so it's going to be a few attempts before we can really reliably get to where we need to be. We're not going to do anything for the first couple of pulls. Don't bother with food or anything of that nature because, again, this one in particular is a mechanics fight, and since we haven't done it cleanly in normal, we're likely going to do it worse now. So we're just going to do 1 or 2 pulls. Well, at least one. We're going to do one with nothing and see how it goes, and then we'll decide from there. If we're still failing the mechanics horribly, then we need more practice on the mechanics, and we'll continue to use nothing. And as we get to the point where it starts to look like we're making progress, then we'll go ahead and go. Which may be after the first attempt. Or maybe we kill him the first attempt. I don't know. We'll see. But the basic mechanic that's different on this is just that the echolocation he does during the intermission, he does that intermittently during the whole fight. So it can be pretty goddamn annoying.
Are you tanking them the same that you did in normal? Or are you gonna change it so you guys can hide behind that little pillar back there?
We're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna take any extra chances of people trying to DPS more because that's more likely to cause problems.
No, it's just better for melee, I guess. That's all I heard.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but if one of them makes a mistake, we lose the fight. Having messed around in I don't know how many of you did the crate trick over in Upper Mechagon with Cujo, but having messed that up a few times and having seen people mess that up many times, it's rough, especially on binary mechanics where you're off by a pixel, you lose basically.
Is it avoidable or no?
Looks like some of these are frontals, yeah. And yeah, these guys are kind of mean.
Yeah.
We've heard the curse.
Blowing up.
All right. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, yes, a mage table would be nice.
Did you say we are going to try and bait him?
Everybody moved up, so I'm taking that as ready.
Yep, let's do it.
Did you say we are going to try and bait the... Look out, look out, look out. I'm going to LOS the street. Here come balls.
Forgot they bounce.
This is
Red,
why
so they're up.
we're practicing it. Just keep working on it.
Rip. LOS.
Doing okay so far. Hang in there. We're figuring it out. Watch out. Watch out. They bounce.
LOS.
Yep. LOS, LOS.
Nice.
Oh, God. He jumped right there. What a dick.
LOS.
It's okay. It's, oh. LOS.
It's over.
Okay, DPS.
They do a little bit of damage, and then they drop poo underneath you.
Arrows out.
As a note, the blind swipe is a cone. You can move out of it.
Please. LOS.
LOS.
Frisbee's coming soon. All right, dodge your frisbees. LOS. All right, stay away from him.
He's pissed.
LOS. LOS again. Watch frisbees while you're dodging. Doing okay.
DPS.
All right, dodge. Oh dear, stuff all over.
Out with those things.
Immediately got hit.
Break LOS, LOS. All right, dodge the frisbees. LOS.
He's pissed.
Don't panic yet. Watch the frisbees. LOS. Ooh, we're gonna get one.
Oh.
LOS again. Oh Lord, again. No, it's not too terrible. It would certainly be nice to have more of our DPS alive, but
Actually, to be honest, I think it's better to have more of the DPS dead. Once we lost a bunch of people, there's so much less blood. It sucks, but this is one of those stupid fights that scales worse with more people.
okay.
I think we'd be pretty good if we just try and keep the pillars a little more clean.
Yeah, well, that was pretty good. That was a lot better than I anticipated, honestly. So I think we definitely have a kill this next attempt. So all the stuff.
What do you mean next attempt? I got this right now, bro.
Right,
Yeah, look at that. Pro. So pro, Nico. All right. I will put a feast down this time since we were. Oh, and look, we got Minty. Yay. Extra heals.
He had to wait until we got that wipe out of our system.
Right?
Just remember to keep the bloods to the outside if you get it. If you get
I mean,
hit
so
outside, try not to poop up the pillars as much as we can.
that wasn't from the bloods. That was from people getting hit by the echolocation or from the ear splitting shriek.
Yeah. So if you get hit by that, you're gonna poop it
Yeah,
up.
and that's what I meant about not changing his position and not trying to increase our DPS output. Which again, I know that sucks, and I apologize because for parsing, we're never going to parse well on this fight. But this is a gatekeeper fight, and it's better to parse like crap on this fight and go and kill other bosses than to try and do this as min-maxy as possible and get some amazing parses, but be here like an hour.
Yeah.
Guys, just remember it's better to stand in the blood and LOS and in the open and cause more blood.
That is very true.
And also you can stand further behind the pillar. Like there were a couple times I was standing like 20 yards behind the pillar and was still breaking LOS cleanly.
Yeah,
because again, it's based off the center of his model. He has a really big model, but it's based on the center. And as long as you are the line between the pillar and you and him is on his center mass, it's fine.
Yes, that's also true. It's exactly what I was about to say, Randy. You don't have to be right up on the pillar. You just have to use the pillar to break line of sight.
Yeah, like where Cressy Bear is standing right now, that's technically line of sight breaking.
Yep. It was actually more helpful because there was also less discs for me to dodge as well.
Yeah,
being back there by the wall.
That's definitely another part of the fight that we haven't. That it does clean things up significantly because usually that first wave of echolocation that he does cuts right next to the pillar. So if you're standing right on a pillar humping it, chances are you're going to get hit by one of those, and then he's going to jump on you, do a ton of damage, and cause more blood directly on the pillar. So standing a little further back is something that helps quite a bit.
There's a feast and a cauldron, so please get all your boofs and let's kill this guy. Move on. At the beginning should be the safest time.
If you get hit by an echolocation thing, can you actually move where it's going to drop the poop, or is it just going to hit you where it hits you?
Echolocation lands on individual people, then you got to run and drop the poop off.
Okay, so you can move it. It's not like, oh, I got hit by the disc right here and it's going to drop right there.
To move it, fucking move it. No, it's not saying up to you.
You can't move it.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, which one's the one where he puts the debuff on people and you have to run it out?
That's the red arrow.
That's that
red arrow
on your head.
Yeah, to
Which
be
is
honest,
called what?
that's been handled really cleanly pretty much all the time. Our main issue is the echolocation, particularly in the intermission. That's where and the ear splitting shriek. Those are where we usually have problems.
Last question, because now we're going to pull soon. Is the ear splitting screech? Is it immutable? Like if I can't get in the spot, can I divine shield?
No, if you immune, you're going to drop blood.
Okay.
So you will not take the damage, but you will generate the blood.
Okay.
So go stand in blood and just take it.
Or, like
You
we
do
said,
that.
stand further back.
We got Locke's cookies for a reason.
There's a. Okay.
And this time we hero on pull. Could someone drop a slow ball again? Thank you.
Who's the fourth lock that didn't drop one? My money was
No
on
more.
you, DB. I'm just.
Red arrows out. All right, dodge, dodge, dodge.
Arrows up.
Shriek, LOS, LOS. Echoes.
You can drop some of those bloods behind us. Doesn't always have to be at sides.
All right, frisbees.
Watch the bounce. One coming straight from melee. Watch the bounce. Watch the bounce.
I need to LOS soon. All right, stay away from him. Don't panic. Wait for those frisbees. LOS.
LOS. LOS. DPS.
Oh god, he's so far away.
I'll be up.
Well, I mean, that's better. We only crapped up one side, so it's improving.
Arrows out.
Okay, if you're not a raid leader voice, we don't need you. But thank you.
Somebody call it, please.
They're the same things. Everyone's got them.
Bites back on me.
Watch the frisbees. Here we go. LOS. Doing a good job dropping those off, guys.
There's a lot of space on Melee's right side for blood drop-offs.
Frisbees are bouncing.
One cutting through melee.
Shit.
Oh, we got a couple.
Yep.
It's fine. We're still doing well.
All right. There we go. Good job. Stay calm. Move where we need to move. Watch these frisbees coming behind us. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can finish them off.
All right, switching sides, I guess.
Okay, good job.
Spread out. It's fine. You don't need me. There won't be a second bite.
LOS. There you go. All right, kill it, kill it. Good job.
Yeah, excellent job. This was cleaner than any of our normal kills by a wide margin, so excellent work.
Very nice job, guys.
Left or right?
We're doing Huntsman and then to Hungarian Destroyer.
Left it is.
So Huntsman, I think the only thing that really changes is just that the Shade of Barghast ad, the one that needs to be healed, does an AoE while he's up, but I've been handling that significantly better, so you guys have been absolutely tearing through it as far as healing. Like, it's gone in 3 seconds, so I don't think it's going to be a significant difference.
Downstairs, downstairs.
No.
Did that happen to you guys too?
Oh, fire alert.
Well, what happened?
Okay.
Oh, what happened?
Apparently, I get mad when people call out important things, and I just said that my raid didn't need the hand holding, that everyone was doing the abilities just fine without being said, okay, everybody run out now, everybody LOS now, and that we don't need every single raider's voice during a fight, because we don't. We need raid leader voices and officer voices, and that's it, because it's too many otherwise. I didn't think I was rude. I simply stated the facts, and I guess he just decided not to respond and peaced out. I didn't dress him down in Discord, I didn't think. Just a reminder that it's raid leader voices and officer voices during fights.
Yeah. Glad he left drama free at least. Or minimum drama, I guess.
I mean, to take it that seriously, like, I didn't yell, I didn't curse at him, I didn't say, how dare you? I just said, we need fewer voices in raid. Like, that's it. Period. Dot. Like, if you're gonna take it that personally, I guess good riddance.
That's my opinion. Screw him. Just not a good fit if that's his thing. So he can have fun elsewhere.
I guess. I mean,
Bye, Elite.
wrong? Do y'all want more hand holding? I didn't think I needed to call out every LOS and every echolocation for you.
Pretty sure we're all running DBM.
Yeah, and when it gets crazy, we got Sal, and he handles that pretty well.
I prefer to get yelled at.
I mean, I trust y'all. Like the very, very important ones, I make sure to call out. And the ones that people are being a little lazy on, I'll call out. Or ones where I know you guys are really busy with other things, I'll call out. But I really honestly don't believe I need to remind you of every single thing that's about to happen in this fight or where to go in this fight, in any of these fights, because y'all are fucking adults and we've done this together for 6 years now. So I don't like hand holding you.
Truth. Well, and apparently, like the arrows are the things that we were handling the best, right? That's from what I hear.
Yeah,
So,
the arrows were. I mean, even in our normal attempts, I mean, maybe our very first one of the first week was a little fuzzy, but the arrows were perfectly fine. It was again a lot of the problem was people humping the pillar.
So what's up with this guy?
yeah, let's discuss. Let's talk about the huntsman.
As far as I know, the only thing he does extra is that his little shade ad that needs to be healed just needs to be healed faster, but that's not a problem. So this is, again, these other bosses are more or less cakewalk by comparison to the change of Shriekwing.
Okay.
So bigger numbers, basically.
Free, more or less.
Where we hero here? Where have we been hero?
Last dog.
I thought so. Let me double it. Just want to make sure it's in all of my AA notes to help out anybody who's hitting that button.
Yep. Oh, my AA is working now, by the way. Sweet.
Good. Okay. Let me bring our shadow priest into the raid so he's not hanging out like a sore thumb. There you go.
All right, so we're gonna get 2 ads now.
Shades, you mean?
There's still only one shade, right? At a
Yeah.
time?
I think it's 2 shades, right?
No, on heroic it's 2 shades.
Yeah, it should
alright.
be 2 shades.
So drop consecrate all over. Is that what you're saying?
Who's going to be keeping an eye on stacks to drag him to the boss?
Not all at once.
Healer.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
So shades, we've got 2, so we have to be sure to bring them and kill them on time so we don't have problems. Do we have anyone that's going to be keeping an eye on shade stacks so Sal can grip?
That's the CC one, right?
Yep.
The one you're talking about. Can we not wait? We tend to do this. And
No,
now
let's
there's 2. I
please
think it's
not
only
wait.
those-
The healers cannot
Yeah.
handle it if we wait until they become immune. We cannot heal through that.
How many stacks do you want? I'll pull one in at a time.
15, because it was around 20. Once he got to 20, it was about borderline when he got immune.
We're waiting.
And then-
Okay, I'll pull
for
first, and then we'll probably have to run to the second because the death grip won't be up.
Because last time it got to a weird DPS race where we're trying to kill it while it's immune and we can't stun the cast.
Right.
And I don't think we're going to have like the DPS to do both at the same time while they're doing that.
Do you want to base it on his energy instead of the stacks?
Yeah, because the
No.
energy is the one that controls whether or not he's immune.
Well, last week 20 stacks was fine. It was us waiting for 30 stacks for no reason that caused the problem.
Well, if we do one at 15, by the time we get done with it, the other one's going to be at like what, 20 or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see what it looks like, yeah?
Am I doing the dog first? Forgot what we do.
You were taking the dog.
Okay. And then we switch after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I take Varghast.
Hang on, Malark's having mouse issues. Hey, just in time. It says Jargo.
Sorry, I just got home.
No problem. You missed Shriekwing, which was probably good for your computer anyway.
Yeah. If you want to do this first pull without me, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
We're gonna kill the boss. You sure?
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure we're going to kill it this first pull.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we're only getting one.
There's almost no changes. I mean,
well, literally
the one mechanic that's changed, we've improved how we've done that so much that it's basically it's not going to happen.
If we don't break CC, we'll kill it.
Oh, and people do need to spread out a little bit more than normal, just because the spread shot hurts quite a bit if everybody takes it at once.
Can I stand in front of Margor?
Yeah. None of them cleave.
I just want to get more cleave on Huntsman.
All right, dodge those arrows. Come spread shot.
I can also remove the stacks here. I'll keep going, removing them.
You getting picked on damage? Mincy, I'm dropping mana.
Pick it up.
All right, Shades in 5.
Heal, 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 heal.
Here they come.
Put one right on him.
All right, don't break their CC, guys. Arrows, arrows. Heal, heal, heal.
All right, we're at 10 stacks. We'll pull them in 5 more.
We're probably going to have to pull one in now, just so that the other one's timing's good.
Kill Moon, kill Moon.
I got this done.
All right, we're gonna have to move to the next one.
Yeah, we're moving to the other pair.
Right on triangle.
Heal, heal, heal.
This one's slightly bigger.
Two more shades.
Got shades now. Nice DC on that.
Need CC on the far one. It was broken.
Arrows, arrows. Watch your feet.
All right, you have to do like 12 maybe instead of 15.
It's
You want me to go slow?
Yeah, if we're gonna get them that quickly, we're gonna need to kill them sooner.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll do the first one when it gets to 10 then.
Well, we let the second one go to 25. We just didn't pull the second one fast enough. There's a long gap in between the first one and the second one.
We only have one grip. So
Well, I
have to
mean,
run
we
through
had
it.
to drag over.
We
Don't
try to
forget-
swap.
You have
Hard
micro
swap.
alert ability. DK group.
Don't forget about the repair dude on your way by.
Yeah, Cell's not one of those kind of.
I'm-
he's not that kind of.
I'm a fancy pants Venthyr.
He's edgelord.
Tea
Also
drinking
have
with
2
the pinky out.
knocks. More than 2 knocks, actually.
Yes, he's so fancy. He takes pinkies from other people so he can drink, but their pinkies out as well. But yeah, I mean, that's more or less the only differences in the fight. Just that Ad is a little bit meaner, and then there's 2 of the Barghast ones, and that's it.
Get a summoning stone.
Your generosity is appreciated, DB.
Right. Feast is going down.
Why is your Kyrian pet so small?
Okay.
Yeah, Kyrians can pick which one. Like, there's a bunch of different named stewards you can pick, and some of them are different sizes. There's one that's like a Hulk. It's huge.
Heard. I just picked mine because.
Be right back. Hang on. Sorry, not ready.
Oh yeah, they are different sizes.
Yeah, Totems is tiny.
No, mine's Ipa.
Yeah, I picked mine because it was named Appa. I'm like very Avatar: The Last Airbender. So
Yeah, but I mean, Ipa's almost as. Yeah, Ipa's the same height as humans.
no. What about Pico? Pico down here is tiny too. I'm jealous of your small Kyrian things.
I mean, mine is apparently giant.
Yeah, mine's actually like I feel like twice as big as Gracia's.
It might be that you see yours as small, or you see yours as normal sized. and other people's is very small. Because I see mine is gigantic, and everybody
Yeah.
is tiny.
I
That
think
happens.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
'cause-
should be good to go then.
Yeah, I see mine as tall as I am.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Arrows. Oh, pew. You got hit by 2.
Ouch.
Sorry, I'm really laggy all of a sudden.
That's okay.
More space for me on the meters.
Yes, I think the other paladins would like for you to inform them when you're lagging so that they can switch auras.
Never not laggy.
Are you subbing this?
Ranger, hamster. You can't take that by yourself.
Yeah. I thought he was moving out because he was going to mute it.
Arrows. Watch yourself. All right, Barghast time. Heal.
Here come the shades. Watch your AE.
Arrows.
All right, switch in a couple seconds. Get moon.
Heal.
Gonna need a stun.
Get ready to, we're gonna run over to the next one. Triangle here. Go triangle.
Get a stun out.
I'll get next done. If needed.
Good
All right, 2
gracious.
seconds. 2 more shades in 2
Heal.
seconds.
Small.
Here come shades. Back them off.
Arrows.
We're gonna go to triangle next here. A few seconds. Here's triangle. Go. On the shade.
Heal.
I got first stun.
All right, ready to move to moon. Go moon.
All stun.
Crap, he's gonna get another one off.
Heal.
All right, here come the shades. Gotta move them out.
Do we switch to
Go
the
ahead
shades or
and
no?
go ahead and res pew. Arrows.
I'm gonna switch the shades now.
Yeah, pull one
Yes.
of them in.
Go moon.
To the edges. Take that stuff to the edges, guys.
Moving Hecadus to the other one.
Get a triangle.
This is moving. Lots and lots of damage.
Stun, 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 stun.
Woo.
Oh, it's all gravy from here.
Yeah, go ahead and bring Altamore into Hecadus.
If anyone has mana, please do it.
I'm moving him.
10 seconds.
And he's stationary.
Windows out.
Getting some mana.
Alright, moving him.
Ready to move these out.
Also,
Ready to move these out.
Arrows, arrows, arrows.
And let's see if he decides to cough up more than one weapon today. Or any at all.
Got him, so out of mana. Arrows, arrows. Good job, everybody. Y'all came to play tonight. Woo! All right, I have a star on my head if you can and would like to give up something.
All the conduits make me think there's more loot than there is.
Right?
Yes, y'all handled Barghast. Even with the extra set of ads, y'all handled Barghast very well.
I swear, by the time you call for healing on that ad, it's already done.
I know, but it's just in case, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way that the ad works is based on the tank's health when it happens, and I've been timing my cooldowns better, and the new trinket from Denathrius helps a ton, because I have pretty much a cooldown for every single Rip Soul, so that's basically a sneeze and it's gone.
It definitely helps out because that's healing intensive fight right there.
Yeah, particularly since on Heroic, while that thing is up, it's doing a massive amount of pulsing raid damage.
I feel like we took more damage from Hecadus overall, though.
Oh yeah, he's mean as hell.
Yeah, gross.
I mean, that's why we've been heroing on him. That guy's it's brutal the amount of damage he deals.
Do we have to, like in that case, do we have to run him over? I'm not sure if you're doing something in particular on the Barghast shades.
We only have one grip, so we grip the first one.
No, I know, but I mean, do we even have to have them on top of each other to kill the last bar? I know we took a lot of damage, right, with the big move, don't we?
Yeah, theoretically, all the DPS.
Well, no. The timing of that, I was going to have to move Hecadus anyway, so I just moved him in the general direction of that ad.
Gotcha.
So that you guys anyone who gets any sort of split cleave would get benefit of that.
By the way, guys, this poison on the ground leaves a very nasty dot. Nope. Yeah, and it stacks up, and I see people getting 30 stacks, and it really hurts.
Yeah, you say that it sells at 18.
Yeah.
He's a DK.
He's gonna say 20 stacks.
Diseases.
And then he said 30 stacks.
Oh, I have seen 30.
on dead people.
We stay together or split that. We could all probably stand a Vegas trip after COVID.
Tater, you may not be far off.
After COVID's over, it's just going to be a meteor the next time.
Giant meteor 2020. Oh yeah, 2021. You're right.
Next,
I saw people with bumper stickers. That's awesome.
Yeah, as election stickers.
There's still time.
Yeah, I want to say that was a thing in 2016, even because I know a few people were talking about that when it looked like Trump might win.
Well, and then there's the following year, which is really just the sequel to 2020. It's 2022.
That was good.
Actually, who was it? The most recent 2020 meme that I saw was y'all really could pretend like we ain't about to enter 2021, like 2020 WON, like 2021. It was great.
Minty, I'm going to put you back in the range, Leech. You just weren't here yesterday for it.
Okay. Okay, so the big difference here is that when he casts Expunge, which is the one that puts the little circles around our feet, when that effect ends, we're going to leave behind little globby traps behind that just take up space and, well, generally suck. And if somebody hits it, it's a bomb and it does damage to that person in that area. So it's not, I don't think it's raid wide, and pretty sure it's just to the person that hits it.
Correct.
So anyone with an immunity can just go nuts and run through a bunch of them.
Correct.
I spec for Netherwalk for this.
Resident Hunters, I'm assuming, is on that duty.
Yes, that would be helpful if y'all could just take
Hunters,
turns.
Pally Bubbles, and I did Netherwalk, so I'll clear some too.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and I think Shroud, or whatever the Cloak of Shadows, that's the one that rogues do, also works. But generally the idea is that we want to try and keep the area that we normally work in, the V, we want to keep that not polluted and drop the stuff to the left or to the right of that so that whoever has the immunities can go and clean those up at their leisure without affecting what we do.
Expunge is the one where we all split up, right?
Yeah, that's the one where there's little circles around us based on our missing HP, and everyone spreads out.
Gotcha.
So you just want to run away from the central area that we hang out in, and then not super duper far so that it's easy for people to pick them off. But I mean, we don't need to pick off the ones that are super duper far. We just need to make sure that we have enough space to move around the room.
I feel like I'm remembering like 4 expunges on normal. Are we gonna like have 6, 7 of them?
We might.
We might.
I'm thinking we don't have that many. We don't have that many.
Again, the main thing is what we need is for no one to pollute the center. As long as we don't pollute the center, I mean, logistically speaking, we could just drop them off in Narnia if we were really good and just never have to deal with the mechanic whatsoever. Gotcha. But that's a lot of movement, and that's going to cut down on DPS time, so it's generally easier just to drop them off, and as we need to, we can explode them. But some of them we aren't going to need to explode at all. You don't need to clear all of them.
All right, heard.
And they are traps, so unless you walk straight through it, you're not going to trigger it. So if you need to walk through the minefield and drop one off and then run back, it's perfectly fine.
All right, let's do it. Remember, range, nice tight stacks, so we have as much room in the middle as possible.
Hero on pull.
Yes, hero on pull. Is that not on there? It is on there. Okay. Look at your feet. Look at your feet. Look at your feet. Circles out. Michi, you should be on the orange. There you go. All right, look at your feet. Everybody spread out. Your circles can overlap. Just don't touch somebody else's. Ow. Stack back up. Stack back up. Don't stack on each other. Don't stack on each other. Spread out. Spread out. All right, back to your spots. Out. Run out. Run out.
And don't tag
Watch out
bombs.
for the orbs. Yeah, watch out for these orbs.
I'm clearing.
Oops. Okay, back
Oh,
on our
no.
marker. Nice tight stacks on our marker. Have one in the center if somebody with an immunity wants to hit. Thank you. Check your feet. Check your feet. All right, spread out. Stack back. Resolise, please. Check your feet. Oh, our whole pile is dead over there. Oh, well.
I guess this is now the stack pile on triangle.
Yeah. Range, just stay the fuck here. Spread out. And stack back. Okay, we could probably call this a good practice and wipe. Everybody go hug an orb. Oh, look, you can have my beam. Wait, have my beam.
Just what happened there?
Jim beam?
Did we get a bunch of people hit by the AE thing, the line thing, or what?
Well, I know we lost 2 ranged to that. Well, a healer and a ranged to that. Just so y'all know, if once a healer moves and stops, they're not going to move again because they're going to be healing. So just kind of watch the healer, watch the other person you're with.
That's my bad. My add-on was actually covering them up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's also just a whole lot of extra damage. It's just a lot of damage.
Yes, it is.
I mean, when the healers were moving, it's like Randall and I were getting borderline close to death most of the time because it just hits so hard.
Well, it doesn't help that half of your healing team is holy priests, which do not heal on the move.
Not if we don't have cooldown or our holy words up.
I'm gonna wait a few expendios before clearing this time. Because I cleared like a bunch out the first time, and it was kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can probably wait till the second one at least before we start worrying about them. Unless there's some in the middle where range needs to drop off our shit. Those might need to be broken. I mean, like literally between our 2 markers.
Can I go through one of these mirrors? Can I go through the mirror? Is that the way?
Yes.
The one on the left? All right.
And if
Yeah.
you only need to clear one, you don't need an immunity. They only do like 8 or 9k.
Yeah, they don't do a ton.
Here's a feasty feast.
And they're pretty small, so we can have more up than you might think, because you can kind of weave through them. Obviously, it's not comfortable, but it can be done.
It made that. That's the big reason we died. Actually, was because there wasn't a ton of room for people to run away with expunge. So we all kind of just took damage with overlapping stuff because there wasn't enough room.
What point do we get extra Great Vault and stuff from this?
3. So once we've gotten
This is
3
what we got.
bosses, our first option in the Great Vault is going to be a 213.
Which will be very nice.
And then the subsequent one is not until 7, which would require clearing Dark Vein and the dance boss. And considering that we're like super duper close on normal as it is to losing to the dance boss, Heroic's going to be brutal.
Fun.
Like the numbers check is just, it's massive. If we get to that boss tonight, which might be possible, it's probably not a good chance of beating it because we're already like right up against the line on normal. So having an extra like 15% damage done in HP is not going to go well.
We're gonna have to 3-heal it and have Foxy go Shadow. That's best course of action.
Yep.
Uh-huh, sure.
Yeah, at that point she just uninstalls.
Pretty much.
I second that.
You do not want me playing Shadow. I will probably
That
fuck
was
it
in
up.
the strata red. It said Foxy goes Shadow. It was weird.
Fat
The
boss
fat
actually
boss guy.
said it. Yeah, they actually said it on their
Yeah.
ad.
Good to know.
And as noted, the getting goddamn weapons would help infinitely for our melee classes in particular.
What, a 15% chance to get loot, and then these have 2 or 3 items, so you're under 10%.
Look at your feet. Look at your feet. All right. We have somebody in the middle again. Thank you. Yes, you did.
It's a miracle.
Christmas
spread out.
miracle?
Back to our
2020.
markers. Oh, get Randy, please. Thank you.
Ow.
Another miracle.
Oh. See, when you get the arrow on your head, melee goes to the outsides of the marker. And
He
range...
was the boss was in kind of a weird position.
Oh, okay. Spread out.
Ooh.
All right, look at your feet. Oh, and now we
Elise is
don't have
down.
an Elise. Okay. Yeah,
Is that
y'all
white
both
protection?
died when we had expunge. Like, is there something that we were missing, or are we
It's
just running out of your range?
He just hits hard.
Okay.
That's the bottom line. He's just hitting hard, and if all of you are moving, it's just we die.
Oh, thanks for that. I thought we were done.
We
I
are
appreciate
done.
the grip.
We're done.
We get white protection out.
Do we have white protection?
We don't have any because Randy died and we used our res.
No, like can Minty like reincarnate or something?
Ah.
I don't want to run back.
That's okay. We're gonna run back. Oh wait,
Oh, someone's up.
there's a Minty.
Minty's up.
I just don't like to have to use that if I don't have to in case they die in the fight.
Yeah, I don't think we should use Ankh for that.
No.
Especially if the boss is like right here. It's not that far of a run.
Feast is going down. I mean, if like an elemental or an enhancement shaman wants to pop up and res one of us, that's fine. But I'd like to save Minty's Ankh, at least, in case he dies.
I feel like I'm back in the Maw as I watch all these Night Fae and Druids run past me. Apparently.
Yeah, but unlike the Maw, you have Thorax gently hoofing it as opposed to running circles around you.
Truth.
Since Worgen are allowed to mount in the Maw as well.
I know. I'm super jealous.
How do Fancy Fae stack up in the Fae hierarchy?
Fancy Fae.
They're a bit lower.
Lower.
wife-
I mean, they're fancy.
It goes Night Fae, Day Fae.
Well,
Then
and
maybe
what about Dead
Fancy
Fae?
Dead Fae? No, they're just dead. That's Maldraxxus.
Yes, you're correct. Let's go ahead and do another cauldron.
Okay.
That has a rather satisfying sound to it.
That's annoying because then you might be mid-fight and lose your oil. Like,
No, you can override them.
okay.
Oh no, yeah, it refreshes to the duration that's specified. It has no pandemic timing.
Let's go ahead and empty it out. So we don't have any left behind. Awesome. Look at your feet. Look at your feet. Also have charms on your head. Look at your feet. Spread, spread, spread. Oop, oop. All right, get back to your spots. Good Jesus.
Melee just has nobody to eat.
They have nobody to what?
Nobody to eat.
Yeah, we
So
had too
it's
many people miasma sticking together, so we just hate each other.
Or not enough people without it.
Yeah.
Huh. Really? They have that many people in the normal stack that.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Pretty
that.
much everybody that has the melee leech assignment all got it, and nobody without it didn't. So we were all just screwing ourselves.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Is there? I guess
Okay.
I'm kind of wondering.
Oh, I have a soul
Is there
stone.
some math where should we just have the melee stack in one group and everybody's leeching or not leeching?
It just increases how much healing. I have a soul stone. Increases how much healing we have to do if we do that.
I vote we give it a shot at least once.
I mean, does it? Yeah, Randy, I got one for you. Does it? Does it not just take? Doesn't just balance out the amount that it takes from more players, and you end up taking the same amount of effective health?
No, it does damage to everybody, and then you leech that amount of damage back. But it doesn't split. But I bet if we just like split into 3 groups total, like 1 melee group and 2 ranged groups, and just stay there, might work out.
Well, I think that was a little bit of dumb luck because didn't the attempt before that went the range saying something about that they had just like an inordinate amount of people that had the miasma, so that they just ended up collapsing and staying together in one group?
Oh, it's because our whole soak group was dead, so we just collapsed. And it says you leech 1,800-ish health from all allies within 5 yards. So we would have to be healing everybody that was getting hit with the leech, not just the leech group. If that makes sense. At least that's the way I'm reading it. If someone knows better than I do.
You only have to heal the ones that don't have it. So if a whole bunch of people have it, you only have to heal a few people for kind of a lot.
I mean, we have like, I don't know, 30% more ranged. What if we just stuck a couple of ranged up there in the melee group and just did our normal thing?
Dear Lord, we have more ranged.
Like, I'm not sure how it works with regards to smart heals, because the smart heals tend to be kind of dumb with these sort of mechanics, that it might leech in and only be healing those people, as opposed to if you have the designated people that you're supposed to heal, it might be cleaner. I'm not honestly sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Just the way I'm reading it, it sounds like it hits everybody who doesn't have my miasma on them for the 1,800.
I think what he's saying, because it reduces healing, doesn't it?
The miasma, yes. Like if you have it on your feet,
you get 0
yourself
direct
cannot
healing.
be healed. You are leeching off of everyone around you. You are leeching 1,800 health from everybody around you, which means if all of the melee were together, every single melee would be getting ticked for however many melee stacks times 1,800.
Right, but you'd only be healing the people who don't have miasma.
You'd be, well, if you were manually healing them, yes. If you're trying to use like prayer of healing or something,
right, it would be.
I get the feeling that it would just go to the people that have the miasma, since they're lower health, and the smart heal would target them, and you'd end up wasting your healing. Which, in a group situation, if everyone's grouped up together, then you can't AE heal because it's not going to be effective. If that's the way it works, which I don't know for sure.
I think it's more dumb luck, to be honest. I think we're doing fine the way we are.
Mm-hmm.
You can position it in a way.
Ranged melee group. There's no range specific mechanics in this fight, right? That's going to screw over the melee. Just balance the group out and you're probably fine.
You can position it in a way where not everyone is getting hit by all of the miasmas, and we're all healing the miasma people. Like, if none of the miasma people are overlapping your circles, then you can just split up the people into those little individual groups. That's what Fat Boss did. I mean, it's kind of hard, but it's better than healing everybody through like 6 miasmas at once. Or whatever the leeching mechanic's called.
It is. That's my.
Were you saying that each miasma person would have like 1 or 2 people in the stack covered by their circle?
Yeah.
And only a couple of them?
Like Venn diagram it?
Yeah, exactly. And then if you separate them out, you're not overlapping them too much. Everyone's taking damage from about 2 miasmas. It's not a big deal. It's whenever we're taking damage from like 6 at once, it's like way unhealable.
I'm just trying to figure out logistically how that would work because of the center lane being completely open for ranged.
Well, the groups that do that don't split up the groups. I mean, that's just what Fat Boss did. I mean, we don't have to do it that way. It's just that seemed like an easy way, but I also like our strategy.
We'd have our melee group basically be a melee and ranged, basically be like 3 or 4 different sets of stacked people. And if somebody in the stack got it, they just stay in their stack, and the people in their stack would soak from.
Yes.
If you had like multiple people in a stack who got it, maybe you'd shuffle some people. I don't know.
I think right now we might be overthinking it. We just had really shitty luck that if it happens again, maybe we should rethink things. But I think we need to continue on the path that we currently are until proven that it doesn't work.
Let's give it another go.
So there's a bunch of shadow core oil in the bank. So if you're not an alchemist, don't have that stuff, just get it out of there.
Yep. It's cheap to make.
Just needs to be made in like batches of 5 or 10 at a time. Quality of life improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Check your feet. Spread out, spread out. Check your feet. Spread out. Did any of you 3 have miasma?
I did. My bubble was bigger than what I thought it was. Wow.
Sorry, Hulk. I
Couple
needed to eat you.
people down.
I understand.
Good gracious. So let's try and get reset, guys. Try and get reset.
We need some other people up in the leech group, I think.
What?
Some soakers. We got a couple dead already.
We've got a lot dead. What? Okay. What happened to most there?
I think the problem is sometimes we get like 5 expunges in the melee group and only 1 in the ranged group, and then the melee group just gets trucked while the ranged group isn't doing anything.
That's what happened
So I think we
to
need to
Hadar and I.
or not expunge,
We
the miasma.
just exploded.
Yeah, so I think the miasma, we need to split it between melee and ranged, not based on whether the person who has it is melee or ranged, but actually like split their numbers up.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to think of. I mean, we could literally split the raid in half and just have half on one side and half on the other.
I think if we keep our 4 groups, but instead of moving people around based on the miasma, just let it fall where it does. And then if we notice that any one group has like 3 miasmas sitting in it, just have one of those people move to a group that doesn't have others.
Oh. Bobby says that her smart heal did not hit the miasma afflicted. So that's good.
Smart.
Smart is smart.
It's giga brain.
Okay, so what you're saying is your suggestion is to divide the raid into 4 groups.
Right. So the 4 groups we already have, basically, because right now we have a soak and a not soak pile for melee and ranged. Just split into those 4 groups and then just stay there and let the miasmas go where they will. And then if we notice that any one group has 3 miasmas in it, have one of those people move to another group that doesn't have one.
Yeah, because one of the problems we had there was in the ranged soak group or whatever, the ranged miasma group. At one point, I was the only person that didn't have a miasma, and I took 220,000 damage over the whole fight from gluttonous miasma.
Okay. So basically, he's just being a dick about how he's splitting it up in heroic.
Uber dick.
Yes.
Okay, so this is how I'll do it. I will have group 1 plus Hulk and Canyon. You are square team. Which means group 2, you are X team.
Maybe X-Force.
X-Force. Wait.
Okay, that's better.
Tenacity, are you currently elemental or enhancement? Enhance. Okay, never mind. Tenacity will go square and Canyon, don't do that.
Okay.
So that gives y'all 5 each up front. Okay. That leaves, 15 ranged. Okay.
Yeah, just throw some ranged up there.
What?
Just throw some ranged up there.
I'm going to. I'm thinking about it. Hang on.
I know you all want to be part of the X-Force, but we can only take so many people.
Minty's going to be Minty's going to go be X-Force.
Lucky.
And we will put damage in square group.
Okay.
That means me and Bobby will be triangle group. Kakana and Cassie, you guys are orange group. Iron go green. Canyon go orange. Marquin and Punt Me triangle. Deathberry, Yamichi orange. Triangle, Thorax orange. If I did not call your group or your name, please let me know. I think that's everybody. So melee, you will still go to the outside with your arrows. Ranged, we will still go to the inside with our arrows. Okay, everybody get on your side at least.
I guess my only question is the expunge now. I've noticed that the right-hand side, the right-hand side group, like the blue and the triangle, are able to get their expunges all nicely organized. But now everyone's going to have varying sizes of expunge based on their health missing because we're all separated like this.
We all have. It's always been varied sizes.
Okay.
I guess we were just better on the right-hand side.
So that makes sense. All right, that's fine. It makes sense.
Get good left side. I don't know.
I assumed that the left was always bigger because they weren't getting
Because they had the miasma. Yeah.
Because they had the miasma.
Constantly taking damage.
I mean, ideally, somebody with the miasma should be at full health all the time, which will give them enough time to get away and get back without dying.
Is it 100% healing reduction? Like, I wouldn't be able to lay hands, right?
Correct.
Oof. All right.
And I mean, when you're running out for the expunge, obviously you can't stand on top of somebody when it goes off. But when you're running back, if you have the miasma, you can sort of kind of lag behind and ride with somebody else.
Yeah, I was the last pull. I think I clipped a person or two trying to find a spot that I could fit in without, because my circle was gigantic.
All right, let's try out our 4 groups.
And now people shouldn't need to move unless he really stacks them up on one group.
Pretty sure Canyon is blue.
No, not Tenacity took his place. Canyon should be orange.
Just don't double stack that beam, guys. There you go.
Expunge soon. Spread out. Good job. It's like picking one ranged group or the other. We have not had a split one yet.
I see a run back after it's over.
Spread out. Oh, popped my own orb. Cool. Right back to our markers. Everybody out. And back to our triangles. Or our markers. You can't double stack though. Woo!
Get up, wipe cover if you can.
Yeah, we got a res available, so somebody get one out. Thank y'all. All right, Soulstone, yay! Where am I? Oh, okay, here we go. Res back here.
Yeah, so I saw what killed me. Because the size of the circle depends on your missing health when it gets applied.
Yes.
And someone was really, it was either me or someone next to me was really low, and their circle covered my whole screen.
Good lord.
I mean,
you should avoid that person.
I mean, the damage from the expunge isn't huge, right? I feel like I was only taking like 10k when I did get hit from it.
The orbs aren't bad. I have accidentally run into my own, so I mean.
Same.
Yeah, the orbs aren't a big deal. If you have more than half health, you can feel free to basically hit one on your way back.
Right, but the expunge damage is not too bad.
The expunge damage, it was, I saw 2 ticks, it did more than half of my health, and I just dropped.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the initial hit is pretty big. You don't want to get hit by more than 50 years.
One thing I want to mention, just in case, I don't know if the healers are doing it, I just want to bring it up, that a couple of the healers should be assigned to be stationary. They never move, ever, so that they can just sit there and free cast. So they just hang out and don't move. Because, yeah, Randall and I just, we're getting crushed.
Yeah.
As in, like,
so if one or
aren't
two
they?
of the, if like we assign like half the healers to that they just plant and, or so like one healer in each of the groups just plants and does not move, and everyone has to move around them, it would help quite a bit. So you guys could just free cast.
Right now they only have to move for the arrow thing, right? And to get out of the
and expunge.
See,
and that's
the
what I'm saying,
problem
that
is
during expunge they should
during
not.
expunge, yes.
The healer, everyone else should have to deal with moving around them.
Let's do Hulk up in the melee group, and I will stay on triangle, and then Kakana, you should be on circle.
You're right. You did say circle, and I was in the other room when you said that, and I said to myself, "Oh, circle. That's the right side."
No, that's the left side.
The other circle.
Yes, the other circle. You stay on circle, and then everyone else will adjust to the three of us, and that should give us enough time to heal everybody, including the tanks.
Okay, and then we'll just basically eat our orbs when they come up.
Correct.
I have a marker on my head for something, so just for the group placement.
I'm pretty sure it's from the miasma.
Yeah,
it's just like a remnant.
It's just one. Yeah, it's just a remnant from the boss fight. It'll go away when they puts it on
One,
someone else.
one more thing I noticed: if someone has miasma and we're doing things like consume, if you're near a guy that has miasma, jump in that pool with him, because like he's probably losing his health to the consume and the expunge. So just make sure you're stacking with people while you're running away.
They would appreciate it.
Move to the other group.
Spread out.
Okay, so I planted and I still died.
Someone must have still hit you with their circle.
Just got two in here, right?
Square group has a lot of people dead. They don't have enough leech.
I moved over to square.
Everybody spread out. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that was
A lot of big
bad
circles.
sponge.
Yeah, I got expunged with
Can we get
10%
recovery
HP.
down?
yeah, let's get recovery up. Sorry, I'm thinking.
You and I had miasma in the group.
There was three
Might
of
have been
us.
part of it. Was there three?
What killed Vidaris and I, there was three of us that had miasma, and only one in X group. So we were getting hit pretty hard. So when the circles came out, our circles got pretty big, and then we ended up getting clipped by someone else.
I have a soul stone. Don't release.
You'll never take me alive, hungering destroyer.
Okay, we're all just going to have to be proactive on circles, because I mean, he's being a complete asshat to the ranged, and they get all of them in one group. So watch up in melee as well. If there's 2 or 3 of y'all stacked and none over in the other group, or just one in the other group, somebody move. Like, we're all going to have to be proactive about it in order to get through this beast.
Is Hulk standing on the group that the tanks are in?
The tanks are not in a group.
Oh, okay.
Hulk is staying, I think he's on X or square.
I'm on square.
You're on square. He's staying on square during expunge to heal the tanks, like you and I are standing still on our markers.
Yeah.
So
I'm just wondering how he got eaten and how to prevent it.
It probably was me taking a big hit and my circle expanding to get into him.
Yeah, and also I had my asthma on as well. If you look at that,
that doesn't help.
So it was a combo of 3 things.
hey, there's a repair back here, guys, if you want to go ahead and repair your gear.
I guess if you get the miasma, you probably want to move away from the bomb when it comes up. Let somebody else take it.
Yeah, I'll just save shields for moments like that.
Okay, any other questions, concerns, adjustments before we pull again?
Moving.
That's just mean.
It's fun.
Yep. Spread out, spread out.
Didn't follow my own advice.
We have a bunch at Triangle. I guess there's a 2, but I didn't see one in the other range. Sorry.
Everybody spread out. Ooh, okay, I gotta move. All right, return to your markers. Consume is coming. Plan ahead. Try and stay with miasma, people. All right, return to markers. Mana's going out. Spread, spread, spread. Spread, spread, spread.
How many do you have in green group? One?
I moved over.
Okay, thanks, Richard.
Consume. Try and stay with miasma, people. They need your help. Back to your
Call stones
markers.
if you need to.
Good chamber, we're always just left leg, though. Sorry, X-Force.
Can't stack those beams.
Is that what happened? Spread, spread, spread. But miasma people, well, not yet.
Might need to clean up somewhere at this point with the hunter, or the turtles, or whatever.
I used mine already.
Same. I don't have turtle.
Moving.
Have it in 20 seconds.
You can expunge in 5.
Lord, we're kind of low back here. Spread, spread, spread.
Gonna consume in 12 seconds, so make sure you got a path. Here comes consume.
Run out. Stay with miasma people.
We had like none at blue.
There's too many people dead.
At that point, should miasma people be stacking together?
Well, and we hope
When
we
running
wouldn't
out?
lose that many people.
If miasma people are stacked together, they're not leeching off of. They're leeching off of each other and can't get healed.
Right. So is that a good idea or bad idea?
Bad
Some wipe
idea.
recovery, please.
All stones up.
Okay, so also part of the problem is sometimes he will pick all melee or all ranged. Like the range can easily run up to the melee, but the melee can't come to us.
Foxy, you live logging?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's still.
Would you rather have us hold turtle for after the first consume? Because generally during the first consume, that's when I just, pop turtle and run around and hit all of the orbs.
Yeah, it's better to hold it for later because the first one you're not going to get that many, and we also have a lot of space. And another thing, if one of you is going to do that, please call out that you're doing it so that we don't have everyone blowing them at once.
Who's what's the cooldown on that ability?
3 minutes. Only lasts 8 seconds though.
The same for like Netherwalk?
I'm not sure. I only know turtle.
Another walk, I think, is like 2.
Yeah. I mean, the first one's just a waste because there's just not enough. We're not pressured for space.
Also, what side is lock on?
Iron lock is green side.
Okay, I'm just checking to make sure that we're not like on the same side, so that when we clear,
No, I split y'all.
I mean, you can just assign consume if you want to get that mana G.
All right, I think we just need more practice on being proactive with our circles. If all of them end up in melee, if any ranged feels like they're quick and can get up there and help them, go ahead and feel free to do that because they might need the help.
So he only puts out 4 at a time. So we should
be able to handle 2.
Should be, in theory, to keep it light on the size of the circles during the desolate. We should have only 1 circle in each group, which means it's a lot of read and react. Never more than 2, though.
Yeah,
so
we can do 2.
Yeah.
So since we can do 2, if he puts them all on melee, we should still be able to get 2 on X and 2 on wood.
Yeah, so that means they'll grow even while you get it.
I don't know if anyone or if everyone knows or if they saw what Yamichi said in chat. If you have a large circle and a health stone up, use your health stone. It'll shrink your circle.
Can we get health stones, please? I am out. I'd summon them myself, but I'm low on mana.
Get some health pots or mana pots in. Jeez.
Okay.
I gotta put my strength pot on a 5-minute cooldown.
Learning and adjusting, guys. We're getting there.
Oh, that's going better.
Have a ranged move over.
I'm coming.
Spread, spread, spread. Put mana out. Spread, spread, spread. Stick with miasma, people, if you can, please. Yep. Is he? It's not being big of a. Spread, spread, spread. All right, claps back, guys. Clap. Sponge is coming. Spread, spread, spread. Stay with the miasma. All right, stack back up.
A circle can come to square.
Whoa. Sponge soon. Don't forget about your health stones.
Now would be a good time to clear circle.
Res Randy, Res Randy.
I'm gonna clear a couple.
Sponge, don't forget about stones and stuff. Stay with circles. Stay with circles. Stack back up.
Going to X.
Hang in there, y'all.
Someone from X. There you go. Good job.
Move. Stack back up. Spread, spread, spread. Good job.
Good job.
Look at that. One shot. Easy.
I'm up by the boss if you get something you don't want and can trade.
4 loots.
Hacks.
Ah, the weird trinket.
Yes, this is an S tier trinket. Yes.
Congrats.
Ooh.
Stop happy there.
After that, I don't think Enerva's a good choice.
And where do we go?
It depends on how the healers are feeling, but Sun King is probably the better choice.
Probably.
Because Sun King, the main difference is that, so that attack that we keep on yelling about when the shade is down, that you don't want to stand in front of it. Yeah, he picks anyone. It's just random. He just picks anyone and casts it at that general direction. So mostly everyone needs to be in melee range in order to get. Oh wait, that's right. We can't get out. Wee.
If your friends jumped off a bridge, would you?
I just did.
Been there, done that.
Look at all these paladins with red aura up.
Yeah, I need more of my teammates to die to boost my damage.
Okay, we do have a leather chest plate that is versatility haste.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
A 2 and a 5 and a 6.
6.
I'm gonna mute myself for this because that's fucking terrible.
Wow. Wow.
I've got a 200 of that. If somebody doesn't have a 200 level, at least should get that instead.
That would be Elise. Elise, do you have a 200 chest plate?
I'm also running a 200, so we have somebody lower.
Anio, are you running a 200? Okay. There we go. Our level 2. Our level 2. Congratulations.
I did get a piece this evening, though, if that makes a difference. Like I've gotten loot from the first boss.
I guess that would be up to Hadar.
I mean, it looks cool, but now you take it.
Okie doke.
All right.
I was gonna keep it for the transmog, but I figured it'd be nice.
Well, we definitely appreciate it because clearly we
just
need
kidding.
it.
I'm just messing up.
When we get to the boss, would you mind switching to Holy again?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome, thank you.
I was also seeing some stuff on Reddit that people were saying that if you don't kill the named guy, that it doesn't trigger the spawns for the gargoyles, and you can just go nuts healing and just leave the named guy up until the shade comes down.
Sounds good to me. Also, priests, I don't know if y'all do this. I do this. If you focus target Kale Thoss, that way he's really easy to just click the nameplate and then click your guardian spirit so it doesn't go elsewhere on accident.
I just want to remind, when we did this yesterday, we were really off on the initial flow with guardian spirits. Like, I popped wings, I went the whole wings spell without a single guardian spirit up.
Yeah, I mean, the first one may or may not have been on me, but we will not discuss this further.
Yeah, it's not like we have any priests here that would completely miss a guardian spirit. Even with a focus frame up.
I mean, we can always make a macro for this one fight. I can help you with that, a focus macro. I mean...
And I'm wondering why my guardian spirit doesn't work on other fights.
Right.
Sorry, Elise, I swear that I cast guardian spirit on you. I don't know why you died.
Okay, these traps can fuck off. They're so annoying.
Kind of stopped getting trash loot, didn't we?
I'm pretty sure, because the 2x4 farms have also stopped, that when they made the adjustment to loot, because it was dropping too much loot, that they nerfed all drops, period. Because Hadar and I were talking about it yesterday that, like, the first couple of weeks we were seeing, like, millions and millions of lock boxes, and I haven't gotten a single one in, like, the past week.
So what's a 2x4 group?
2x4, because there's 8 total people can get loot from the same mob. So people were running 2 groups of 4 in order to farm, like, BOEs and stuff in certain areas that had really high respawn rates.
Yeah, I've run across those groups.
Yes, it's usually 1 monk with a statue and 3.8 billion boomkins.
Yeah, once you hit 3.9, the game stops working.
Yeah, well, that was actually happening the first couple of weeks. That Ardenweld in particular was just lagging so badly from the millions and millions of boom kids that were there.
Looks like the tracker's leaving.
I feel like you need Guardian Spirit right now.
It's on cooldown.
Oh, what am I taking? Oh my god. I know, it hurts. He was very rude.
He's not invited to tea time, clearly.
Just make fun of him. Make him a moccasin.
Okay, he's still alive. There we go.
Yeah.
It's okay. I still have my Ginsu knives from Pandaland. Still have that on my toolbar just to cut up dead people.
Is yours for cannibalistic purposes as well, or?
So stuff that's not as important.
Fishing's important to hotkey.
It's important to hotkey.
Ah, stuff.
Stuff. Oh my lord. Stuff and things. Kill it. Oh my god. My decursive just blew up. All the things. Okay. Thanks, Tater.
Oh, lovely.
Another one? I think your mic's stuck open. You can't do that right now. Well, screw you two, game. Rude.
If we heal hard enough, he might die.
Heal me more.
Well, it's gone now. It's not fun.
Oh. Reps.
Let's put the leech on my target. I don't get it.
Yeah, that one's a weird trick because you basically want to fire your ability off and then heal whichever target you want so that you get it correctly. Otherwise, it gets weird.
That's all right. It's a fuck ton of intellect, so.
Yeah. I mean, the min-maxy use of it is a little oddball, but it still gets benefit either way.
It very well could be. I mean, would be helpful in plus.
Yeah, and it's also really nice for healers like a holy priest or for a disc priest. That's just naturally part of your rotation anyway.
Yep.
And then you just set up a weak aura for whenever it's triggered, so that you know who you want to heal at that point, which is usually going to be the tank.
You need to go look up some holy priest weak auras for stuff.
So yeah, it's mostly the same fight. Just the Shade's cone is gonna swivel around and just swing in a random direction of it's gonna pick one person and go towards that. So you generally want to be fairly close to melee range so you can move out of it. If you get hit, you get hit. It just happens. It's gonna hurt really bad, but it'll also leave behind a fire patch, so that's not great. And then the little poopy stone guys will also do a pulsing AE aura when they're up. Not super duper bad, but this first phase we shouldn't see them because like we talked about, we're gonna ignore the high torturer mostly. Make sure to kill everything else, and then the high torturer is the lowest priority, and then the healers are just gonna bomb into KO so that we get the shade out as fast as possible.
Does he track with that funnel cone thing?
He picks a target and it's done. He goes in that direction is done. You can move out of it afterwards.
All right, cool.
Anyone draining soul pedestals, do not go to 5 stacks. It'll probably kill you.
3. No more than 3. We kill over, sure. All right, everybody should be able to renew their flask with the cauldron. All right, priest, you can go ahead and focus target kill.
So another thing that I saw mentioned on some of the videos was because just the way that the fight works, that you want to deal with the least amount of ads as possible, that they heroed after the first shade phase so that they could get back to shade phase faster.
Makes sense. Okay, I can give that a shot.
Are we doing the thing where we keep Darethos alive or no?
Yeah, well, we're just not going to focus DPS on him, focus on killing all the other stuff. I mean, the way that we're bombing heals into Kale, it shouldn't matter too much.
Does Kale even have more health than he does on normal?
I have no idea.
I think it's a little bit more.
And just checking, but you're going to call the order for Guardian Spirit, right?
Yes, ma'am. I keep an eye on him.
Here we go.
As soon as wings disappear, I call him.
Okay, I'm popping wings and start.
Okay. Connie, you need to put yours up as soon as possible.
Range kicks on Oculus. We only have one grip.
They're up.
They're up. Heal, heal, heal. Cassie? You know? Certainly feels like he had more health. Here's mine.
Yeah, he's got a lot more health.
Mm-hmm.
Pedestals.
Do as much as you can for healing. We're not really bothering to DPS too much.
Don't forget to heal these the lanterns. The lantern. All right, let's get some man back.
Here he comes.
Should be popping soon.
There we go.
Going.
Ooh, we got ride during an ad spawn.
Oh, poop. Stack behind shade.
Cultist.
Slow down the birds. Slow down the birds. Oh, good gracious. That's a lot. Okay, that was the bad luck. Sorry.
Did we push him too fast or not fast enough?
Not fast enough.
Not fast enough.
About 5 to 10 seconds sooner, and it would have been perfect.
Yep.
Are we okay with having the other guy up during the shade phase?
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. Just the greater castigate, it's a little annoying. It's not super duper big damage, and the same thing with the gargoyle. I mean, for a normal mode, we were having the gargoyle with us anyway.
What's the fast way back?
There is no fast way back.
What's the way back?
Nope, it's up through Shriekring's room and to the right. The fast way doesn't open until we beat one of the bosses, I think.
Okay. I know it's kind of hard, especially on heroic, but like the less damage y'all take, the more quickly we can heal up the boss. Like Bobby and Minty are on the lanterns while the other 4 of us are on him. And if y'all can hit a pedestal, that's awesome. We'll throw out some renews or whatever. But like the less damage you take from the ads, the quicker we can get him healed up.
Also, if you're a hybrid, just start bombing heals
absolutely.
onto Kelthus.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because if we can get that 5 to 10 second window, it's going to be huge.
If you have a heal button, use it on Kael'thas. If you do not have a heal button, use the pedestals.
I think I could death coil him. I mean, he's supposed to be dead. That doesn't matter. Death coil, yeah. You just got to be dead.
Oh, yeah. See if we can empty that out, guys. Maybe if you're running M pluses or Torghasts afterward, take one and. I like how my detail says 1 wipe stored. Thanks. That's appreciated.
Won't be the last.
Right?
Can you cash them? Can you cash them in later?
That'd be nice.
What's the fancy red arrow over my head mean? Not the one that casts like the AE thing, but there's something else.
That's the flurry. Yeah.
Do I need to move out, or is it just?
He just gonna come get you.
Yeah.
All right.
Prepare your anus. He's gonna deal damage to everyone in 8 yards of you.
While we're getting our feasts and stuff, next week is on the calendar. If you guys will let me know if you're going to be here or not. And next week will end our free change of characters. So after next week, let me know if you're good with where you are. And that's who will get calendar invites. There's like 5 of y'all that need to sit and eat the feast real quick. Unless you did personal food, and my add-on is not counting personal food.
What's your standard heal spell? Heal somebody for it.
My flash heal is 3,400. Says my tooltip. All right. Focus target priests. All right, Conifer.
It's up.
Cassie. You know?
Wings is over.
And mine. Here's mana. Here we go. Stack up. Slow down those phoenixes. Whoop. Okay, we still gotta spread that out a little.
I'll take the Vanquisher. And we're moving.
You got to stack with that.
Stack, we're using immunity for that.
My bad. Yeah, I got it twice in a row.
And we're moving.
Stack, stack, stack. Birds, birds, birds.
Need swap.
It's hard
Stack,
to tell.
stack, stack. Oh my Lord Jesus. That is super fucking crazy. Okay.
All right, one more time.
What's the timer on yours?
12 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna get some mana while we wait.
We gotta wait on infusers anyway.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I always forget about this for some reason.
Are we gonna keep going, or are we wiping?
We might as well keep going just to get a little bit more comfortable with the timing.
Yep.
I'll take the Vanquisher.
I have a hard time telling which way he's facing for his fire stuff.
It's fast. It's really fast.
Well, just its model. It's
the
hard to tell.
Yeah, I can't tell at all.
Users are coming. Are there?
Remember to use CC. Don't let them get up there. They're
One's
booking
on the
it
left
on the
or
left
just booking
side.
it.
No one's touching the ones on the left side. Okay. Yes, that's true.
Let's go ahead and
Now we can
pop and
wait.
fire.
Yeah. Ooh, someone put a soul stone on me. Or a healer of some sort.
Got it.
Yay, thank you.
Alright, so don't release. It's a long ass run back.
It's a very long run.
We need to do a little better on the birds. Like I'm knocking them back and they're soulsing them on cooldown, but
Yeah, we need everybody to
Chains of Ice,
Blizzard and Chains
Tarcraft,
of Ice,
everything.
everything. Yeah, like, oh, there's my button.
They can be feared, stunned, whatever. Yep.
The stun totem said immune.
I think it's the same rules as a PvP that eventually they run out.
And you can't death coil Kale to heal. For those of you wondering. Oh. That'd been good. I would have healed him up for 4,100 a pop.
But that
Like
was
3
really,
times,
really
right?
good phase 1 timing.
I death coil a lot. I got a legendary.
It was nice.
Can we get a 15-second pull timer?
Sure.
Using your Shara trinket.
No, I want to charge up my flash concentration to 5 stacks before we pull.
Really sure why.
Yeah, there were a few different weird ones that were around.
I guess I can just do this. Yeah, 10 seconds is fine.
The unhastened demon bolt was part of it, I'm sure.
All right, we should be ready to go.
We get the 15 or?
No, we're good. When's up?
Cass? You know? Nice. Bump those birds out or something.
We're moving.
Stack.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. All right, get out of that.
Look out.
Oh, we're gonna need Kakano when he's done with Angel.
All right, switching.
Stack on that.
Bird.
And we're migrating.
Watch the spacing behind.
Look, running out of priests.
Yeah, we just as soon as we hit that frontal cone thing, I think we.
Is there a reason we shouldn't always just be stacking the whole time here?
No, we should all be stacked all the time in this phase.
It's right on his butt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people are having to run in from way outside and they're getting dead.
There is no wipe recovery this time because we used our battle res.
I thought we were supposed to get out if we had Castigate. Even in this phase, I'm sorry. I missed
We're getting pretty close to killing him. So I mean, we can push a little harder on the DPS for killing him since we've gotten the healing worked out.
We got wipe recovery, right?
Nope, everybody's running back. We used our battle res in the fight, so.
Oh, Icon on Richard. I thought he was doing it.
Night, Nico.
You got wipe recovery. It's called your feet.
Right.
I prefer to use my left hand.
Are these stupid markers ever going to go away?
I don't know. If the boss doesn't use them, then no. All right. That's a fucking fun run, isn't it? Woo! Okay. Feasty.
It's like the run to Ragnaros.
SSC was definitely rough.
Back in my day, we literally walked from the start of the instance to Twin Emperors.
So I just want to point something out that's happening during the ball. So Blazing Surge isn't targeted at the tank. it targets a random player.
Right.
So if you're standing out in the middle and you get targeted by Blazing Surge, excuse me, you're going to spread the fire everywhere. We're losing a lot of space because of Blazing Surge. So you have to be behind Kale or facing the outside here.
Just be stacked on his butt.
Yes, we should be.
I mean, not so stacked that you can't tell what direction he's facing. In theory, if everyone is standing together behind him, then he's going to target someone behind him. So he should flip around, right? Then you want to move out of the way when Blazing Surge happens and then collapse back. We'll move the boss forward so that you guys have space. So if you're too far out, you get Ember Strike by yourself, you're in trouble. You're too far out, you get targeted with Blazing Surge. You take up all the space with fire. Try to stay near. There's almost no reason. I can't think of a mechanic here during that phase that requires you to move out.
Well, we still get the castigate, which if we're like super stacked, it's a lot of damage. So maybe
Barathos should be dead, so we shouldn't get castigate.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, we should not be getting castigate. So.
And if you need more space, we're not moving fast enough, then you can say, hey, move up more. That's fine.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Oh shit! Sorry.
What's up?
Cass? You know?
Bright side, you gave me wings.
All right, stack with Kale here.
Birds.
Get these birds controlled. Stack with that. Good.
Ready for the surge. 3 seconds. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Get out of the way.
Ember blast.
Stack with that. Stack with that. Good. Good.
Move more. Move more.
All right, we're moving.
Watch his face. Watch his face.
Ember.
Stack with that. Stack with that.
You need to move more into the group with that.
Move it out. Move out of that. He'll use a flame patch.
Get
Okay,
out.
we're good. We're good.
He's done.
Nice. So wait for infusers again.
Wait for infusers, right? Yeah. I actually remembered this time. I'm going to get some
Unless you're
mana.
an off spec, just dump heals into them right now and dump your mana bar into them if you're a hybrid. And or make donations.
You want hero on the orbs?
We won't have hero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Taking the Vanquisher.
Users 2 seconds.
All right, remember CC him, slow him down.
Timer's off. Oh, there they are.
Which ones are going down first?
On the right one first, like we normally do, but there's only one. Aren't there usually 4?
Yes, there are usually 4.
Are there 3 on the other side?
All right, we got an orb. Let's start with wings. Kakana wings.
Start it.
Cass.
I just got killed.
You know?
Can I get a battle res?
Yeah, go ahead and get him up. And here's mine.
Fuser, go.
We're almost there. Donate if you can. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Just got overrun with ads, yeah?
Yeah.
Dang.
Did we use hero on the shade phase or something?
Pressed it before pull.
May have clicked a drum while going for a sharpening stone.
I have a soul stone. Do not release.
Because I mean, the timing looks pretty good. If we have hero where we're supposed to have it, I think we're in good shape. That was a really good first phase, like really excellent. And thanks to Randall for the instructions on the phase 2, because that was also exceptionally clean.
Oh, somebody else dropped one. I'm out.
One more thing.
I got it.
With the Kale phase. Since we're all stacked up, Ember Strike happens. That's also we move then to like you notice that it was a lot cleaner. Like the more we were moving, we're giving them space. So even so, Blazing Surge happens, we got to move. Ember Strike happens, we got to move. I think Fiery Strike is the only thing that doesn't actually drop anything on the ground. The tank debuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's a frontal though, so we can get cleaved by it.
Yeah, so that we don't have to move, but the other 2 abilities we have to keep moving.
One thing I want to point out after we're done the first shade. So these assassins, they're putting a red arrow over people's heads, and then they'll dash to you and do a rend. It is a nasty ticking dot, and the healers are probably having a little bit of, I don't want to say trouble, but they're having to put out unnecessary healing with people that you get also rended to. So try to spread out for that.
Also, be sure to use a cookie to help out.
Yes.
Yeah, and just a small thing. Whenever you get the soak thing, the big red circle, run actually into the group. Don't stand like 3 yards behind, because you're only hitting like 4 or 5 people with it, and you're causing them to almost die. Like you have to actually move into the group with it. It will drop poop, but we will move.
That's usually me that's doing that, and it's hard because I'm really paying attention on keeping people alive.
Okay.
Elise, when exactly in phase, the second heal phase, do you want hero? Because I know it's not right away, because we don't need it right away.
It's whenever Hulk's ready to go.
Okay, so we'll hear whenever Hulk's ready. Okay.
It's as soon as infusers are up. Like as soon as like the orbs pop, like that's when we can pop it. Also, you need to let the infusers actually get closer to the pedestal, because like I'm a paladin, I have to run to the orbs and then run to kill.
The first set of infusers after the transition, there was only like 1 on the right side. Is that the only one that pops out?
It seemed to come out randomly.
I thought I saw 2 of them.
No, I blinded the one in the back right when he spawned.
I mean, did we not kill just a single one? I mean, have we killed the one on the right and then I ran over to the left? There were none there.
No, there were 2
There
on
were-
the, 2
there
on the
were
right,
2
2 on the
total.
left.
We shouldn't. So the blind helps at first, but we need to bring him in. To Mario's point, they drop orbs that are really pivotal for his healing of Kel'Thas. So we want to try to keep him slowed, but not out of the fight.
Like kill him closer to kill. Like
yeah, because his wheelchair ass has to go grab him.
Okay.
Yeah, like where the occultists are right now, the ones closest to us is where we ideally want those to die, not in Narnia.
Is there a way to that point that just got brought up? Can we tank Shade of Kale on like towards the entrance at first instead of towards where Kale is? Because like what are we doing with this like side over here? We're never over here.
As long as it's not on one of the pedestals, we should
Long run though.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we can start him at the entrance.
Does he just pop on you when he comes down?
He pops in the center.
Okay.
Okay, let's get going.
Wings up.
Wings up.
I put him in the wrong spot.
Cassie, put yours up.
Up.
You know? Sure, we're getting these spawned. Okay, here we go.
So we're gonna start by the entrance.
Don't be directly behind him. Try to get to the side.
Stack on that. Move.
Surge.
Oh,
I'm taking the Vanquisher.
Stack on that.
Birds.
Yeah, the birds are on us. Surge.
Ugh. Okay, go ahead and wait. We'll see if we can get one more in. I have recovery, so don't release.
We're not doing that again. We're not pulling it all the way back. We're tanking it where we were before.
Be there in a second.
Do we need to get that reminder that I've seen from Limit that says "Do not release" really big on your screen? Like,
yeah,
we got summon.
Thank you.
someone I didn't put down the guild chest.
We need one more feast.
Yeah, one more feast, please.
Let's see what the big ones look like. Fancy.
Gluttonous hedonism. My goodness.
Oh, that is definitely beef and banana pudding.
Like just a pile of meat and fish.
Yep, sitting on top of some hot pockets.
Couple people need to sit and eat. And we need a mage booth, please. Thank you. You should be good to go.
When's up?
Cass, yeah, sorry. I got run over there. You know?
We got a full heal on the assassin. Get a good spot behind him.
Need me up?
After this phase.
Okay.
Move, move, move.
Dodge the blast. Here it comes.
I'll take the Vanquisher.
They're birds.
Stack with that, stack with that.
Those
Move,
phoenixes
move, move.
explode.
Blazing
Move, move,
surge,
move,
blazing
move,
surge,
move.
blazing.
Those birds slowed.
Swapping.
Oh my lord. Okay. Nope. All your healers are dead. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with our progress tonight. We're going to get a nice piece of loot in our vault. Hopefully that'll help us get pushed through this next week. Like I said earlier tonight, if you know you sit on the lower end of the DPS meter, maybe check out Wowhead or Icy Veins or something like that to make sure you're doing the right rotation, you have the right legendary, you're using your covenant abilities correctly. Feel free to ask anybody in raid if somebody's playing the same spec and they're like blowing you out of the water. I promise they will be more than happy to help you figure out what's going on and boost your DPS. Good job this week, guys.
Also,
what's your question?
So, So I'm at the bottom of the meter because I was focusing on healing. Just
right. I
like,
just
so,
mean
this is a
I mean
weird
in
fight.
general. Yes, this is
so
a weird fight.
don't worry about this one. This one's also a weird fight. I mean,
yes.
I would look more into, and again, kind of like I said, Shriekwing. Don't look at Shriekwing. We're not looking at Shriekwing. Is a special fight.
Yeah, look at Hungry
Sludge
and
is a great boss. I know it's
Yeah,
not in
Sludge
heroic,
Yeah.
but that's
So
a
Sludge
great
Fist is
boss.
good to look at. The Hunger and Destroyer for today for heroic is good to look at, and obviously you need to, if you're looking at meters, one of the ones that's going to be really important is the dance boss, because that one, if you can find ways to improve your DPS on it, really going to matter, because we're, like I said, right now on normal with the gear that we have, we're like within an inch of dying already as is. So we're going to need quite a bit more output to be able to do it on heroic. Granted, we're going to get some more gear between the time we attempted and now, but still, that's probably an important one to look at.
Anyone need a flask?
Okay, dokie.
All right, I'm out. Thank you.
Good night.
Have a good one, all.
It's a great tool, by the way.
Pardon?
No, Warcraft Logs is a great tool if people don't know what it is or how to look at it. If anyone needs any help, they can message Jizargo, me on like Discord
or me.
I live log every night, so our logs are posted every time we raid.